Of course, the church has always had youth as part of its membership. They are not the future of the church. They are the church today. Peace Lutheran has emphasized youth ministry early on. In 1898, it began a Sunday school movement for the English-speaking children of Hutchinson. It also began a parochial school for the German-speaking children. Initially, the pastor was always the teacher and leader of youth ministry. During the 1920s and 30s, the young people organized themselves for activities. By the mid-1950s, the youth joined the Walther League movement of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. The Walther League was a national organization divided into states and districts, and each congregation in the synod had its local organization. Some churches even had a junior and a senior group. Many of today's youth likely had grandparents who remember the Walther League. Later in the 1960s, youth ministry became staff-led when the congregation sought out a volunteer, hired a member, or hired a professionally trained staff member to organize and lead youth functions. Today, Peace Lutheran is pleased to highlight its youth ministry, currently led by Erica Durheim. It is important to note the role of youth ministry is part of our bigger church family. We need to be mindful of how we pass on faith. We need to ask ourselves, how can I personally and how can Peace Lutheran help grow faithful teens? Being a teenager in 2016 is hard, but just like all of us, youth need to be loved, valued, and know that they are not alone. Did you know that most youth spend 7.5 hours on media each day? They live on social media, and their constant barrage of texting provides an instant and cruel avenue for bullying. This can happen anytime, so unlike in the past, many youth feel like they have no safe space. This can lead to destructive behaviors, and many youth suffer from depression and anxiety. We need to pray for our young people. We need to help them feel the love and saving grace of Jesus. Peace only gets to see our young people for a few hours a week, so we need to make sure that when they are here at church, we offer ministry options that have a clear purpose and are impactful. To build this effective youth ministry program, we must incorporate Peace's core values. In creative worship, our young people are involved in many ways, not only the traditional acolyte role, but our youth have participated in puppeting ministry throughout the years led by Marlis Palmer, and recently some youth presented songs at Little Lamb's end-of-the-year celebration. For the last few years, we have been offering a unique interactive worship geared towards families and our confirmation youth at 5 o'clock in Advent. This year, we are also offering this during Lent. This creative worship includes service projects along with contemporary music. Jesus knew that small groups and trusted relationships were important. He had his group of 12. We model small groups in our confirmation ministry and grow authentic relationships in youth group and all other aspects of our ministry. Notice Pastor Goodwin at the base of this pyramid. Pastors are very involved in youth ministry at Peace. The youth enjoy lots of fellowship and friendship during trips, making s'mores at youth group, playing on our high school softball team, or during overnight events like lock-ins. The youth need authentic relationships outside of their age group, too. Here, some of the youth helped at a women's tea. We need more opportunities to create relationships with our older, wiser members of Peace. Studies show that each youth in our congregation should have 5 adults that they trust and can go to for advice. The next core value is in Energized Service. We do things within our congregation, in our communities with Common Cup and Prince of Peace. And over the years, mission trips have been an important part of youth ministry to give our students experiences in service ministry. The core value of empowered growth includes Bible studies, middle school Sunday school, and of course, confirmation. Here's one of the first confirmation classes in 1894. Throughout the years, every student has studied the 6 chief parts of Martin Luther's Small Catechism. This tradition continues to this day. As students affirm their baptism promises. Confirmation students enjoy retreats at Camp Omega. Peace has a tradition of attending the national youth gatherings, including the one this summer in New Orleans. The youth spend much of their time across the street at Peace Place. The youth have worked hard renovating this old funeral home into a place of fun and life. The youth have chosen Psalm 61:2 as their theme verse for the year in honor of the 125th anniversary of peace.